All right, let's take a look at number one. We are going to be using the distance formula a lot. I think we should write down the ordered pairs of each thing. I'm just going to do it one at a time. S, the ordered pair for that is 1, comma 5. And T, the ordered pair for that is 6, comma 5. 6, comma 5. Now I'm going to do this part and then square it and then square root. The fastest way to do this and like the simplest way is to just do it in your calculator. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Maybe I can hold that somewhere. Oh, we'll see. So 6, I'm going to do, this will be x2, y2, x1, y1. For all of my ordered pairs, I'm going to write it. The first one will be x1, y1. The second one will be x2, y2. And I'll just start off with the x's. Subtract the x's. 6 minus 1 is 5. So I did that part. Now I square it. That would be 25. And then I'm going to add it to, now I'll do this part. And eventually I'll square root, but this part. So y2, 5 minus 5 is 0. 0 squared is 0. And then I'm going to make sure that I square root everything. So that is just 5. The square root of 25 is 5. So that distance is 5. And I'll just go all the way around and keep doing them. So that was ST. What about T, which is still 1, comma 5. And R, which is 6, comma negative 1. 6, comma negative 1. Okay, now this is my x2, x1, y2, y1. And I'll do the same thing. 6 minus 1 is 5. Squared, 25. I just did that whole part, including the squaring. Negative 1 minus 5, that's negative 6. And I got to square that, so that'll be 36. So I did that part with the square, that part with the square. Square root. 25 plus 36. What is that? 25. Let's see. 25 plus 36. Square root, and then so this will be the square root of 61. If you round, square root of 61, 7.8, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to write the square root of 61. I'll put it in my calculator at the very end. So this is the square root of 61. And we'll just keep doing that for this, 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 and this. So here we go. Oops, is 1, comma negative 3. 1, negative 3. And then R, we already have 6, comma negative 1. It doesn't matter which one I write first. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I could have done it the other way. So 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Negative 1 minus negative 3. That's important that you have the two negatives in the middle. Plus plus, so that'll be 2 squared is 4. So this is the square root. Can't forget the square root part. Square root of 29. And then IP. So 1, comma negative 3 for I, and then P is negative 6, comma negative 3. Negative 6, negative 3. So negative 6 minus 1, that's negative 7. We got to square it, 49. Negative 3 minus negative 3, that changes to plus, that's just 0. So I have the square root of 49 plus 0, that's a plus 0, sorry, it's so small. So that's just the square root of 49, which is 7. So this is 7 there. Very nice, very nice. Let's do PE, physical education. Go outside at some point, maybe. No, stay inside. Stay home. I don't know, whatever. Be safe. Negative 6, comma 2. P is negative 6, comma negative 3. I'll do the same exact thing that I've been doing. So this minus this, negative 6 minus negative 6, that would be 0. Great. -3, and then squared and whatever, so 0. -3 minus 2, that's -5. Squared is 25. Plus 0 square root, that will be just 5. So this is a length of 5 there. And one more to find, and then I'll put it all in my calculator. So ES. ES. We're almost there. I don't know why I did it like that. E is -6, comma 2. And then S is 1, comma 5. 1, comma 5. 1 minus -6, that's 7. Squared is 49. And then I do the y's. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Squared is 9. Make sure you add them. That would be 58, I believe. 49 plus 10 minus 1, yeah. And then don't forget to square root. So this is the square root of 58. So I'm going to just put this all in my calculator. So you could do 58 maybe on your calculator if you're using something on the phone. You do 58 and then the square root button, and then add 5, and then 61 and the square root button, then add whatever. But what I'm going to do is just type it in. So square root of 58 plus 5 plus the square root of 61 plus 29, no, the square root of 29 plus 7 plus 5, and I already did the 58, so there we go. 37.811 is the perimeter, and there you go.